We out here with some more DizzyEight and Musicality. Beast Gohan rap unleashed. Let's go ahead, shut up, turn it up. Musicality been going dummy on these instrumentals.
Musicality.
Big, yeah. Rest in peace, Akira. Yo, big dubs on that right there. Really love how this kind of came in and kind of it almost sounds like it's a as a vocal and the effects are kind of thrown on it, but the real magic happens when they take it up an octave, and I'm gonna tell you why. Run that back.
Musicality.
Right, that sounds like vocals, right? See, and then when that happens, and then Musicality starts throwing in those little flam notes, all of a sudden you pitch it up, and it almost kind of sounds like a whisper, a flute. And then Dizzy comes in, and he's got that different type of tonality, and he takes the octave that the once vocal that's now sounding like a flute. Now it came together, and oh, that's beautiful. I like that. Nice harmony.
I used to be scared to be great. Never thought that I had what it takes. You can tell when you look at his face. You can see that he lacking in faith. Every time that he walk, he just stumble and fall, and it feel like his spirit would break. He would feel like his life was a race. He would feel like he running in place. He couldn't run from his insecurity. Face to face with his immaturity. And that's the moment when he lost his purity. Same moment when he had to grow up prematurely. I wasn't ready, but hey, I'd rather be early than late. I'd rather be ready for whatever comes and not just be scared with playing this.
Yeah. I really hope y'all know that this is an inspired by song. I hope y'all know that. They ain't got to put it in the title for you to hear that. This is one of the beautiful things about the words and stories that Akira have woven in between it, because at some point in form, you can probably take any type of one of these DBZ characters and see yourself in them. When you really start breaking down like the philosophy that went behind their character design or what inspired their character design, start breaking down like their mentality and stuff, you see yourself in here, right? And it develops like a deeper connection. And then we got artists, right? Like Musicality and DizzyEight hopping on this, right? To kind of show you like what that looks like as they relate it to themselves. It's just, you start looking at these characters differently. You like, dang, bro, I really am Team Gohan out here. I'm loving this direction.
And that's the moment when he lost his purity. Same moment when he had to grow up prematurely. I wasn't ready, but hey, I'd rather be early than late. I'd rather be ready for whatever comes and not just be scared with playing it safe.
I love that. I'd rather be early than late, right? A lot of people kind of wait for things to happen or wait to take action. Like they want to wait till they get like mature or something like that, or they want to put things off because they feel like that's something that maybe you can tackle when you get old enough. I say, like what DizzyEight saying here is tackle those difficult things as soon as you can, right? Some people you are put into like, sorry, some people are put into that situation. Like, for instance, if let's say you had to take care of like your younger siblings and everything, right? That's the responsibility of an adult, right? But you already handling adult problems as somebody that's like really young, right? That's an early situation, but you gain from that because now you got more time to put all that experience to use as when you're adult, and it makes you a lot more wise, right?
I'd rather be early than late. I'd rather be ready for whatever comes and not just be scared with playing it safe. No time to waste. I ain't got it just to play with it, dog. You're making a wall that got me that way. Funny thing that you learn when you fall, you gain the resolve and the power to change. Focus on trying to get in the form, because when you inform, you know what's at stake. That's the moment when the man.
Run it back. Sorry, man. He just spit some truth. Hold on.
I'd rather be ready for whatever comes and not just be scared with playing it safe. No time to waste. I ain't got it just to play with it, dog. You're making a wall that got me that way.
I ain't making it just to play with it. You made it, God made it a way. Love that. Go ahead, speak that. Come on.
No time to waste. I ain't got it just to play with it, dog. You're making a wall that got me that way. Funny thing that you learn when you fall, you gain the resolve and the power to change. Focus on trying to get in the form, because when you inform, you know what's at stake.
Focus on when getting informed, because when you inform, you know what is at stake, bro. See, I know Dizzy, I know you talking on your faith and everything, but honestly, I gotta talk about this and everything. I gotta talk about this because he's like, when you get in your form, you know what's at stake. So my wife's got in a situation to where she's unable to work. You know what I mean? So all the financial burden is put on me, right, to provide for my family. I wasn't always in that form. You know what I'm saying? You know, my wife was working, we were eating good, you know what I'm saying? But then I had to power up, you know what I'm saying? I had to, you know, be, you know, Broly, you know what I'm saying? I had to get the swole on. And now that I'm in form, I do know what at stake, but then that just makes me go harder, right? Because that was a wall that was put up 100%. You know what I'm saying? God did make a way. We going on 2 years of me just supporting my family, just me, my, and you know, my financial gains and everything. So I love what you're saying here. I relate to this. I know you're talking about yourself, but see, that's the power that music has.
You gain the resolve and the power to change. Focus on trying to get in the form, cause when you inform, you know what's at stake. That's the moment when a man is born. Can't sleep anymore when your mind is awake. Wasn't made for the
There it
bait.
is.
Wasn't made just a second what I gotta do. Used to lie to myself, but lately I find life and embracing the truth. Truth is I was turning from purpose. Nowadays I'm reverting the view. One thing that I know is for
The truth is I was turning from purpose and now I'm reverting the view. Yo, he talking stuff here, man. This is the type of music where it's nice to kind of just vibe out on and everything. But I feel like these are one of those type of songs where it's nice to react to, right? Because it's a different point of view. Like, and you know, you get different reactors' points of views on it and everything, and it kind of helps you snap out of this just being a banger, right? To kind of hopefully, you know, if the reactor does its job, really try to dial in and connect that message, or at least, you know, as a listener, right? Because DizzyEight, you know, he makes music by himself, but you know, he has his fans, and I consider myself a fan. I feel like it's a way as you as an artist to see how your music is being digested by, or at least one of the ways it's affecting some of your listeners. And you never know, you know, the things that I'm saying as I'm watching this might be what other people who watch it feel. They just couldn't voice it for whatever reason, you know? So I love that. Reverting the view. It's hard to get yourself in that situation, to go the path least trotted, least walked.
Wasn't made just a second what I gotta do. Used to lie to myself, but lately I find life and embracing the truth. Truth is I was turning from purpose. Nowadays I'm reverting the view. One thing that I know is for certain is nothing to prove, cause look, I was born for this. It's in my blood, no, I couldn't run from me. No, I knew I was meant to be greater. Thank God that I live in his favor. This was never about the work of my labor. Only here cause the heart of a savior bigger than me, but the feeling is major.
He said, it ain't about me. You know, power. He said power through the Lord. Amen. He said power through the Lord, man. I ain't doing none of this by myself. And the minute that you think you're doing it by yourself is when that fall's going to come. Let's go. Let's go. Come on now.
I knew I was meant to be greater. Thank God that I live in his favor. This was never about the work of my labor. Only here cause the heart of a savior bigger than me, but the feeling is major. I never thought I would have made it. I will limit what God can take us. I had a fire out my heart inside. I think it's time I engaged in life. Think it's time I set it free. See the spirit when you looking at me. Ready for war, I never retreat. Dog in them and I cut off the leash. Cut off the leash. I'm feeling free. Where am I going where I never seen? How could this be? Discover my limit. I'm breaking my limit. The limit was me. Used to be timid until
Discover my limit. The limit. I'm breaking the limit. Discover the limit. The limit was me, right? Now, of course, you know, Gohan, you know, he's pacifist. That's what he is, right? He doesn't like to hurt people, right? So he gets in his own way, but we get in our own way daily, right? Whenever we trying to achieve something, you got to take yourself out of that comfort zone. You got to go. Come on now. Come on now. I'm feeling free. Where am I going where I never seen? How could this be? Discover my limit. I'm breaking my limit. The limit was me. Used to be timid until I get living. And so that did different than how I've been living. Was making decisions that mess up the mission. Direction was missing. Like who should I be? Had some habits that was holding me down. I broke away. You ain't holding me now. Hey, hold on. Yo, I know I'm pausing this now, but look at this, bro. There's power in everything that he is saying. And you wanna know what? You know what? You see what's been going on with DizzyEight's numbers, right? Everything's rising. I've been seeing on his Twitter, right? His music's been doing some numbers now. You know what I'm saying? So there's power in what he's saying. There's truth in what he's saying, right? He ain't just out here just rapping just to be rapping, right? Being blessed. It's happening. He's breaking through those limits. Come on now. Proof's in the pudding, baby.
It's me. Used to be timid until I get living and start acting different than how I've been living. Was making decisions that mess up the mission. Direction was missing, like who should I be? Had some habits that was holding me down. I broke away, it ain't holding me now. Used to never understand when I work, but the king is in me. I can never be bound. Had to put it into all of the cheddar. I focus better when I don't hear a sound. The boy finally moving all on his own. He in his purpose. He no longer a child. I found my way.
Yeah, bro, this that coming of age song, man. You know what I'm saying? God, oh, there was something else I wanted to mark on.
Some habits that was holding me down.
Right there. Had some habits that was holding me down.
Broke away, it ain't holding me now.
Broken way, it ain't holding me now, bro. You know, you do things, it becomes a habit. Habit could be anything. It can be something good, it could be something bad. Depending on what the habit is, it can be very difficult to break away from that, right? Because you can't see the freeness on the other side, right? That habit done got this holding you hostage. And it became a habit because of what you turn towards for whatever reason, right? Like I said, it can be good or bad, but more specifically focus on kind of like the bad habits, right? That stuff's got you locked in a cage because it's your comfort place. That's why it became a habit, specifically talking about it, but it's freedom. You know what I'm saying? On the other side. So that's strong what he's saying right here. Had some habits that was holding him down. He had to break free. Again, you getting in your own way, breaking your own limits.
Direction was missing, like who should I be? Had some habits that was holding me down. I broke away, it ain't holding me now. Used to never understand when I work, but the king is in me. I can never be bound. Had to put it into all of the cheddar. I focus better when I don't hear a sound. The boy finally moving all on his own. He in his purpose. He no longer a child. I found my way. I found him, and that was buried in me. He found a hope and the strength to believe. There ain't no telling the heights he might reach. Heights he might reach. I can't believe.
Hey.
Broke out my cell, now I'm feeling unleashed. Now I can see everything I could be. I know I'm born for this.
Broke that feeling. Oh man. I know that feeling you talking about, DizzyEight, man. I know what it is, man. It's like, you know, back in 2017, this is kind of like an analogy, but back in 2017, it was a year for a lot of firsts for me. It's my first time on a plane. It's my first time in a boat, and it was first time in the ocean. And it's interesting when you say, you know your purpose, you feeling unleashed. You know, I equate that to my first time in an ocean, you know, because I was down there in Miami. So it's my first time in the ocean. I ain't never been in a place where what was in front of me seemed so limitless. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the Midwest. We got lakes. It's the best thing we got. You know what I'm saying? There is a limit. I see it. It's right down there. Unless we're talking about Lake of Ozarks, which still I can see the limit. But that it was just infinite no matter where I can see. And I realized how small I was in this world. But if I was to take kind of like that physical experience that I experienced, and then you kind of just apply that to your potential, it's mind blowing. You know what I'm saying? It literally feels like you in your own domain expansion. Like your domain does get expanded. And you just like, bro, I can't. And it's funny because you're going to sit back and you be like, bro, I can't believe it's going to seem silly. Like that little thing was holding me back all this time. That seemed like that big, huge, scary monster was just a shadow. That's all it was. Man, come on.
It's in my blood, no, I couldn't run from me. No, I knew I was meant to be greater. Thank God that I live in his favor. This was never about the work of my labor. Only here cause the heart of a savior bigger than me, but the feeling is major. I never thought I would have made it. I will limit what God can take is I had a fire I would hide inside. I think it's time I engaged in life. Think it's time I set it free. See the spirit when you looking at me. Ready for war, I never retreat. Dog in him and I cut off the leash.
Yeah. 100%, bro. Felt every bit of that. Even if I might have misunderstood some stuff, felt every bit of that. You let me know what y'all thought about this down in the comments. Dave's out.